Last weekend we installed the new acrylic windows with 3M VHB tape. Unfortunately, I popped out to the boat during the week and discovered there were cracks forming between the acrylic windows and the cabin top. This was quite disappointing, but in this video we're going to look at possibly what may have caused it and the final solution I came up with to prevent any leaks or any gaps.
I'm just heading down to Port Nikau to chuck the boat in the water and go out and have a look at my windows again, because I stuck them on with the VHB tape and now they're coming off again, which is not what they're meant to do. I wonder if the plastic protective layer, when you pull that off, maybe there's some kind of adhesive or substance on there that I should have cleaned off before I put the VHB tape on, or maybe I didn't roll the VHB tape enough. But I brought some more because apparently it's a real bugger to pull off, but it sticks to itself really, really well. So I'll try and pull the windows off nicely, and I will clean the adhesive area. I might give them a bit of a scratch too, see if that was part of the problem. And just with some 3M Scotch-Brite pad or similar, just might help with bonding. And yeah, I'm trying to reattach them nicely. So that's my little plan for today. I'm actually getting out to the boat a bit earlier than usual. Simply for no other reason than I got out of bed earlier than usual.
Já viu rico namorar pobre?
Hopefully you can see these scratch marks that I've put in here on purpose with this. So this time when we put the VHB tape in, I've also given it a good clean. I'm going to get more grab. I didn't record pulling the old window off because I knew I was going to invent some new swear words, and I did. This stuff sticks bloody awesomely where it actually stuck. So with one of the front windows, which has only barely got a little wee crack in it, barely little failure, that's going to be a bastard to get off, I think. But anyway, I'm going to wipe the old VHB, which is stuck to the side of the boat like glue, just not to this. Like I said, I think when I pulled the protective film off this, there's some sort of adhesive or something that was left on there, and I stupidly didn't clean that off. I just don't know why. I didn't actually think to do that, but anyway, lesson learned. I've got some more VHB tape, so if this doesn't work, I'm going to screw the bastard on. Good news is the VHB tape does not leak where it sticks, so the water doesn't get through, but I'm still going to put a silicone around the edge once I know everything's tickety-boo, and probably after I paint, so I can paint right up to the edge of the acrylic. Anyway, that's the plan. Let's see how this goes. So number 2's off, and you can see I'm just cleaning it. Mess about 70%, 30% water. You can see here, parts of it are stuck really, really well. But as you can see, look how cleanly most of this came off. While we mix some part and part, as you watch it just evaporates and you've got nothing left. But I mean, this area here, that was bloody hard to get off. I had to reach in with a long blade and cut it as I was peeling it back. But so that and that, that's all that's really stuck, which is not very good. So if this VHB tape, very high holding power tape, or whatever it's meant to be for its acronym, doesn't work, we will just screw it on. This is an effective water seal anyway, that stuff, well, be it bloody expensive. Anyway, so I am going to scour the edges with my scouring pad like I did in the last one, and give it another clean, and then put that one back on too, just as you saw me do the last one. Much success. There's still a plastic film on them, and well, apart from one, but I'll rip that off when I'm good and ready. They're back on. If they're leaking next weekend, I'm just going to buy screws and screw the damn things on and put VHB down as a fail. But I think initially it was my fault, because I did not wipe whatever holds that cling wrap on. I did not wipe it off, and did say in the instructions, to be fair, to give it a bit of a scratch with a Scotch-Brite, and this time I've done that. So this time let's hope they hold, and then I can paint around them, and then I'll put the silicone on afterwards. And just FYI, if you didn't know this, here's my new sail pack. Got this done at Whangarei, canvases and covers, and I've got them to put some wear stuff on here for the lazy jacks, because the last one had worn through at that spot, and so there's little suede patches. I'm going to probably get some Dyneema for new lazy jacks at some stage. So, a little bit more finishing work. There's a little bit of movement there. A little bit of a notch there. Straighten some edges with a sander. Do something with that mess there. Anyway, and that was just tracing and cutting out with a jigsaw, so I haven't touched them since what you saw, and starting to look all right. Bit of mucking around and putting a bevel on the corners there will bring those two together, and yeah, something along. I've got to decide what I'm going to cover it with, maybe that fake teak or maybe something else. Got some screws and some cup washers, 32 mils in the new money something in the old Imperial money. Why can't you guys just convert? And some cup washers for the failure of the VHB tape, which we're just going to screw. So let's have a look. You can already see here gaps forming where it's become unstuck. All along here. This window here too. Got some sort of paper on it as well. But yeah, watch this. Oh. See, and it's trying to stick again. So I'm just calling that a complete and utter failure. And I'm at a bit of a loss whether it was my fault or whether it's the product failure. You hear so many people raving about it. And you know, I kind of thought this was a brilliant solution, you know, a tape that sticks like anything else. It seals the weather out in one pass. And so far I'm $300 down the tube on this tape after doing a double layer, and well, that's probably about $450 US. Sorry, that's the wrong way. So about 300 New Zealand dollars. That's probably around $220 US down the Googler. So I'm just going to go and screw them. And at some stage when I do the painting, I'll do the edges with some Dow Corning 795 just as a extra sealer, just to tidy it up and hide the paint line too. And let's hope that stuff lives up to its reputation as being an excellent adhesive silicone. Anyway, time to do some screwing. I'm going to come back with a 4mm drill bit, which is slightly larger than the 3.3 I'm using, and that's because I want the acrylic to be able to expand and contract, because it will do so at a different rate to the fiberglass, but also it's going to do it quicker because it's at the top of it's the top layer here, so it's directly in the heat of the day in the sun. And just that expansion and contraction should help prevent any stress cracks or any silly little leaks from bending. And I'm going to use some of that Dow Corning 795 silicone. And the hole, it's quite flexible, it will adhere nicely, and I'll better remove it if this doesn't work, but this will work undoubtedly. Screws and silicone have been the way for ages, and it's been proven to work. It's just not pretty. Anyway, let's go to it. We might cut to an ending pretty shortly so I can just get on with this, because there's some thunderstorms due in the next couple of hours and I don't want to get caught out in that. Let's be honest here. Ciao.